Today we're going to work on finding the least common multiple of 2 or 3 numbers. As we talked about before, a multiple is the result of multiplying a whole number by all of the other whole numbers. A common multiple is multiples that 2 or 3 numbers have in common. So let's take a look at the numbers 3 and 8. Okay, 3 and 8. So I'm going to list the multiples of 3. It should be 3. Don't ever forget that first one, okay? A number is a multiple of itself because 3 times 1 is 3. Then 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. We've got 21, 24, 27, etc. It'll keep going. Then the multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, and so on. To find my common multiples, I want to look at both of my lists and see which numbers they have in common. I want to look and see which numbers they have in common. So I'm going to look through. It's best to look at the larger number and then look and see if you have it. So 8, there's no 8, 16, no 16, but I do see a 24 and a 24. So my least common multiple, my LCM, least common multiple of 3 and 8 is 24. I don't have to keep looking beyond that because I want to find the smallest number that they have in common, and that is 24. All right, let's try another example. Let's find the common multiples of 6 and 10. 6, I'm going to count by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, and so on. Actually, let's do one more if I can reach it on there. And 60. 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm going to look for numbers that are on both of my lists. So as I go through, I know all of the factors of 10 and in 0, so I'm just going to look for anything up here that ends in a 0. I see a 30, I see a 60. All right, so 30 and 30 and 60 and 60. So 30 and 60 are common multiples of 6 and 10, but the least common multiple, the smallest one that they have in common, is 30. Is 30. What if I wanted to know the least common multiple of 6, 10, and 5? 6, 10, and 5. So I'm going to add the 5 multiples here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. You can see that 5 and 10 have a lot of common multiples, but 6, 5, and 10 only have, for here, have 30 as well. So the least common multiple of all of these is 30, even though 10 and 5 share 10 and 10 and 5 share 20, 6 does not share those numbers, so we can only use the 30 here for those 3.